funny how life is. Like, people will, you know, something bad happens and they're like, oh, why did God let this happen? Why is this happening? It's like, well, I don't know. Really, honestly, realistically, you just got to take accountability for your own bullshit and deal with it. It's like your little problem here is like not really God's issue. If that's what you're going to be thinking about, like, you know, God is a concept that's like possible to grasp because it's so abstract. Although I feel like I'm close. It's weird to even have thoughts that I think I know how this was created or whatever. And I'm talking about God. It's like, who the hell am I to fucking think that I know that? You know, you think if you told somebody, like, I know how God was born, you're like, oh, that's blasphemous. You shouldn't talk about that. You're going to go to hell. It's like, well, that's exactly the point that they inundate us with this fear tactic of hell and damnation and, eternal sin and the devil and, the burning pits to keep us in order and keep us good. I mean, granted, religion is a cornerstone in most people's belief systems, but that's been, programmed into you. It's not something that naturally happens. Spirituality and your connection to whatever God is personal and individual, unique. It doesn't belong in a book or a place where you are going with other people to be told. You should have it on your own. But because people aren't going to be like, seeing Jesus on a hill in a robe, with his beard and just everything, um, I think people are going to feel cheated. They're going to be pissed. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say like people are going to kill each other and themselves, but it's a possibility. Um, I mean, I've gone through some really, really rough days, and like, I didn't have like a solid like belief system. I mean, I would go through periods of believing things, but that's just in my journey to figure out the truth. And I didn't know that that's what I was doing, but that's apparently always what I did. So just kind of fell into it, and then I'm good at figuring things out, puzzles, lining things up. I don't know. It just kind of happened naturally. It's like we're programmed to kind of feel shy. I mean, I don't know. I was to feel shy to talk about stuff like that, like beliefs. Like, I didn't grow up in especially like, my mom would say, oh, we have a nice Christian home, but I mean, like, we didn't, you know, went to church sometimes. Like, my parents didn't really like to go. It was like, and people talked if you didn't go, and it was just drama. They didn't really care. So, it was always funny. My mom would like be like, God bless you on Valentine's Day. I'm like, why are you God blessing people on Valentine's Day for? Doesn't make any sense. And so I think the first thing that people are gonna be upset about when they like learn the truth is they're like, oh, God doesn't exist. And it's like, well, why would you think that all of a sudden? Shouldn't this be proof that it does exist? I say it because it's not he or she, it's entity, it's just consciousness, it's energy, it's love, it's an entity, it's not a human, a person, skin. This is just like a trap of, a mental hospital. We're rehabbing our spirits so that we can rejoin, our celestial bodies of others in the heavens, basically. The truth is, we're living in a environment that was made for us, grown for us. Everything in here is for us. We're very special. We've been programmed to forget it. We've been trained to let that go. You know, People think that the life is just this. This isn't life. This is a sliver of anything. I mean, it seems like a lot now because we're in it. You know, we can't perceive beyond it. But when you can, it's without words. I you know, unfortunately here things have been like demented and warped beyond all belief, corrupted, and everybody's at risk of being deleted. Ooh, shit.
Like you wake up and then all of a sudden you don't know what you are, where you are, why, how. Like you can't feel yourself, you can't see yourself, there's nobody to talk to, you can't hear. I mean, if you have no mouth, you can't touch. It's like panic mode sets in and it's just nothing but blackness.